Macmillan Audio presents The Falcon Always Wings Twice, a Meg Langslow mystery by Donna Andrews. Read for you by Bernadette Dunne. Chapter 1. "I think they're plotting to bump off Terrence today," Michael said. "Bump him off," I echoed. "Not for real, I assume." "Don't get your hopes up. Bump off his character in the game." "I could live with them bumping him off for real," I said, "just as long as they pick a time when we both have alibis." Michael chuckled. No doubt he thought I was kidding. Of the 24 actors, musicians, and acrobats my husband had recruited to perform at the Riverton Renaissance Faire, Terrence was my least favorite by a mile. He was rude, selfish, greedy, lecherous, and just plain obnoxious. Unfortunately, he was also an integral part of what we'd come to call the game, the ongoing semi-improvisational entertainment that had become so popular with visitors to the fair. Most Renaissance fairs just replay the story of Henry VIII and one or another of his wives. Michael had said when he'd explained the idea to my grandmother, Cordelia, the Riverton Fair's owner and organizer. Or Queen Elizabeth beheading Essex. What I have in mind is something much more exciting. We have this fictitious kingdom, and all the actors belong to one or another of the factions fighting to control it. And they plot and scheme and duel and seduce and betray each other. And they do it loudly and publicly at regular intervals all day long, in period costume and elegant Shakespearean prose. "Sounds like a cross between an old-fashioned soap opera and that Game of Thrones TV show," Cordelia had said. "I like it." And thus was born the troubled kingdom of Albion. The Renaissance Faire was Cordelia's latest entrepreneurial project. She'd started the Biscuit Mountain Craft Center a few years ago in a converted art pottery factory, and it had grown from a summer-only venue to a year-round institution, offering classes in a wide variety of arts and crafts. This summer, she decided to limit the classes to Monday through Thursday and organize the Renaissance Faire Friday through Sunday. Of course, her venture relied heavily on the talents of various family members, especially Michael, who took charge of the entertainment, and me, in the role of her second-in-command. I didn't know whether to hope the fair succeeded, or secretly root for a failure that would let us return to spending long, lazy, relaxing summers back home in Caerphilly. I glanced across the room to where Michael, a.k.a. Michael, Duke of Waterston, was preening in the mirror. Okay, maybe preening was a bit harsh. After all, he was getting ready to go on stage. He appeared to be performing minute adjustments to the billowing sleeves of his white linen shirt and the fit of his red and black leather doublet. I could have used the mirror myself, just for a minute, to see if running a comb through my mane had tamed it sufficiently for me to go out in public, or if I should just pull it back into a rough French braid. Probably wiser to opt for the braid in either case. I'd be doing blacksmithing demonstrations at 11, 3, and 6, and in between I'd be running around like crazy, taking care of the 1,001 problems that would crop up during the day. Odds were, at least a few of the problems would include Terrence, would be caused by Terrence, would bring me totally into sympathy with any reasonably non-violent plot to get rid of Terrence. "What happens if they kill off Sir Terrence in the game?" I asked aloud. "Can Cordelia fire him? Or will you have to bring him back as a different character?" Much as I disliked Terrence, I had to admit that he was good at whatever you called what Michael and his troupe were doing. He was among the best at improvising faux Elizabethan dialogue, threw himself with relish.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?